the most tremendous new musical experience you can have.
Alright, what's up y'all? It's Logan, and I'm here bringing y'all this review to this newest Key Glock project called Son of a Gun. Now, if you can't tell by this point, I've already been through and reviewed Gunna's project and Code the Friends project. So that's all that you had to be excited for this week. The remainder of the week we have Key Glock today. I'm planning on doing KSI tomorrow and then doing some catch-up reviews the rest of the week. I have one planned anyways. So Key Glock, you already know, you heard my review about his Yellow Tape project if you've been following me for that long. I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty solid, in that 4.4 to 4.5 out of 10 range. Just a few tracks that I found keepers, a few that I found as skips. Not really anything amazing, but some bangers, It was a solid project to just turn your head off and vibe to. Turn the bass up in your car or something like that. Would I call it a ride and vibe? Probably not. I mean, it was pretty skip city. It was pretty forgettable, but at the same time, it had those memorable tracks. So it was a mixture. I'm not going to go back and attribute something to that because it's been so long since I've really listened to that whole album anyways. But here, I was generally excited for this one, just hoping to find a song or two like I did on Yellow Tape. So I went into this one with a very positive attitude, just thinking, okay, it'll be fun to listen to anyways. So one, I will say the pros are that you do know what you're in for. It's going to be booming bass. It's going to be generic, yes, but it's going to have some good flows, some good beats. If that's what you want, you'll enjoy it, definitely. The cons, it is very generic. Like Yellow Tape was generic. This is tenfold way more generic. He really doesn't do anything to stand out on this one compared to on Yellow Tape. At the very least, he had this infectious, energy going through the entire thing. On this one, he has a lot less energy, honestly. And that could be due to the fact of my second con being that this easily could have been 20 minutes, and it would have benefited the project so much. It clocks in at 43 minutes, 15 tracks. If he had cut it down to 6, 7 tracks in 20 minutes, this project would have been a lot better. That being said, the songs themselves aren't as good as the songs on Yellow Tape either. Yellow Tape, of course, being about this length, maybe a little bit shorter, but the songs were better too on that. So really not much to say about that. Just could have been shorter. Throwing out a couple specific songs, Rich, Blessed, and Savage, that was a boring track. They basically said the name of the song, Rich, Blessed, and Savage, the entire track. That was the hook, of course, but that took up most of the track. There were no verses. There were, but they were not there much. And I will say on some of the songs, actually let's just say a lot of the songs, Key Glock really does sound like the dollar store version of Gucci Mane. We all know Gucci Mane, he's a trap legend, even if he has over 100 projects, and not all of them are fantastic. He has some classics too, and he really revolutionized trap music, helped to make it into what it is now. But the dollar store version of him is not very fun to listen to, and that's what Key Glock comes through sounding like on this one. When it comes down to features, there are none, so there's nothing to really spruce this up outside of what Key Glock's doing himself, and really it's not anything. He's not doing anything great. There are moments where you can just turn your brain off and enjoy it. Again, you're getting those booming bass beats and generic sounding stuff that is still enjoyable to a degree. But, it's nothing new, so it's not like you're overly enjoying yourself. It's just if you really just zone out, have this playing in the background, there can be enjoyment to be had, yes. So if I'm going on a recap, trap albums, they're pretty much meant to get you hype. Other than the ones like Juice WRLD, Hendrix, stuff like that make you want to cry or make you introspective. They're supposed to get you hype. This one almost puts you to sleep. And again, that's just because of the how generic it is. Yes, it has booming bass. It can be enjoyable to listen to at times, but it's pretty boring altogether. Nowhere near as good as Yellow Tape. And the only song that I found myself vibing with even a little bit was Go Get It. Now I'll say that one wasn't even worth holding on to, but I did enjoy that track a little bit. to where it was fun to just hear, and definitely my favorite off of this project. Now, is this the worst project I've heard all year? No. Is it one of the worst? Easily, yes. It's not trash. I don't think it's trash. I don't think I'm going to remember how bad it was a couple months from now. As a matter of fact, I don't think I'll remember this project at all, which is why my rating is going to be a forgettable 3 out of 10. Yeah, there's just not much that I'm going to take away from this one. I'm never going to come back to it, I don't think. I don't think there's really any tracks that I'm going to come back to. So I'm not going to remember this project at all, and that's that. I'm probably the better for it. I appreciate y'all watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, comment your thoughts on this project, and if you haven't heard it, comment what you want me to be looking into. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell next to my name for notifications, share this video so your friends can check it out. I appreciate y'all, and I'll hit y'all up next time.